Hi guys, so you know I've been away for a while, and that's because my mom was not in the best of health. She's doing much better now, so I hope to getting back to doing my videos on this channel, as well as the reviews on my Best Kitchen Reviews channel. I just want to thank all my subscribers and viewers for posting so many positive comments over the last few months. Just want to let you know that I appreciate it, and it really did put a smile on my face. I've been on YouTube for many years, and I really appreciate you sticking with me. Today's video is sweet and spicy, crispy tofu. I'm going to shallow fry the tofu so it's nice and crisp, and then coat it in the sauce. Any kind of pasta or Asian noodles go really well with this tofu, as well as broccoli. What I do is the last few minutes of when I'm cooking the noodles or pasta, I put some cut up broccoli into the same water and cook that for a few minutes and drain them together. Then I coat everything in the sauce. This is a dish that comes together really quickly on a weeknight, and I think everybody will like it because it's crispy tofu and the inside is a little bit chewy, so it tastes almost like a chicken nugget, and I don't think you're going to get any complaints. For the noodles, you have a couple of choices. These are rice noodles. You just have to cook them in boiling water for a minute. These are glass noodles. You soak them in warm water for about 20 minutes and cook them in boiling water for under 5 minutes. One tip for rice noodles and glass noodles, especially glass noodles, do not overcook them or they'll clump up. If you don't know what glass noodles are, they're made from tapioca starch and sweet potato starch. So it's a vegetable product. Lo mein noodles are also good for this recipe. Of course, if you don't have access to Asian noodles, just use angel hair pasta or thin spaghetti or whatever else you can find. Whatever type of noodles you're using, just cook them according to the package directions. For the tofu, extra firm is best. Firm is fine, either one will work for this recipe. I'll use extra firm today. The tofu comes in a block like this in liquid. Drain off this liquid. Put a clean dish towel on a plate. Put the drained tofu on top. Wrap it and put a plate on top. You can put any kind of weight on here. I just use a couple of cans. Leave this for 10 minutes, and in the meantime you can prep the other ingredients. I've got a heaping tablespoon of finely chopped ginger and a heaping tablespoon of finely chopped garlic. I'll put all the measurements below the video. 2 or 3 stalks of sliced scallion, cornstarch to coat the tofu. For the sauce we'll need sriracha. Now I know it's almost impossible to find this brand of sriracha. I think it was due to the specific type of chili not being available. I've seen other brands at the supermarket. I found this at Trader Joe's. I haven't tried it yet, but I will try it in another recipe because the other one is almost finished. Of course, you can use another chili sauce if you can't find a sriracha sauce. We'll also need soy sauce, rice vinegar, and sesame oil, and honey for sweetness. If you're making noodles, boil your water first and leave it aside so you can soak whatever noodles you're using, and by the time the noodles are finished soaking, your tofu will be done cooking. So everything's going to be done at the same time. The water's hot. I'm using glass noodles. Sorry for the landscaping noise in the background. It's springtime in New Jersey and this is unavoidable. For the sauce, we're going to need soy sauce, about 4 tablespoons, sriracha, about 3 or 4 tablespoons depending on how spicy you like it, rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons, sesame oil, teaspoon, and 2 tablespoons of honey. Mix it all up and our sauce is ready. Use only half this recipe if you're just making the tofu. I made double the recipe because I want to coat the noodles and broccoli. If you're not making the noodles or broccoli, then just use half the sauce recipe. That'll be more than enough for the tofu. Nothing needs to be smothered in the sauce. The sauce is very flavorful, so you don't need too much of it. should get 8 pieces from a block like this. The block is 14 ounces or almost 400 grams. To coat the tofu, put cornstarch on a plate. Start with about 4 tablespoons, and you can always add more if you need to. Heat up a wide pan to cook the tofu. Put enough oil to coat the bottom. While the oil's heating up, we can coat the tofu. I'll put a couple of pieces of tofu on the cornstarch. Before you put it on the cornstarch, the other side should be salted. So just sprinkle some salt over top. And now you can sprinkle some salt over top of this side. Coat the other side. Coat it, and you just want to tap off the excess gently. Try to get it as evenly coated as you can. The oil will come up the sides of the tofu, so you can also coat the sides. Again, we're not deep frying this, we are shallow frying. These pieces are coated, now we can go ahead and cook them. The oil is hot. When you put the tofu down, make sure it's away from you. Put it down gently. Don't touch them at all. Leave them alone for 4 minutes and then turn them over. They should be golden brown on both sides. Very crispy. This is perfect. This is about 4 minutes. I soaked the glass noodles. Now I'm just going to bring it up to a boil and cook it just for about 2 minutes. Any more than that and they'll be overcooked. I'm going to cook the broccoli in the same order. Tofu's cooked on the other side. You hear how crispy it is. That's my 4-minute alarm. Turn the heat off. Nice and crispy. We're going to make the quick sauce now. Pour off all of this oil except for 2 tablespoons. You can reuse this oil. Carefully wipe off any of the crumbs or anything that's burnt. Be very careful because it is hot. You don't have to get every bit off and burn yourself, just most of it off. For the sauce, put the ginger in first. Just for about 30 seconds, then add the garlic. Let that cook until soft. Now we'll add the scallion. And the sauce. Give that a stir. Bring it just up to a simmer and the sauce is done. So the tofu stays pretty crispy. What I like to do is just coat it in the sauce a little bit. Just dip it. Just like that. And put it on a plate. You really don't need more sauce than this. Before you coat the tofu, taste the sauce and add more honey or chili sauce if you need to. Or soy sauce. You can see there's lots of sauce left over for the broccoli and the noodles. I like to take a little bit of the sauce and save it in a bowl. Put the drained noodles in. And toss it. A little bit of sauce goes a long way. If you use too much sauce, it'll be too spicy. The noodles are not overcooked. They're actually pretty perfect, and they're not clumping. Now you can taste this and add more sauce if you'd like. I'm going to put this on a serving platter and then I'll coat the broccoli. I'll add a little bit of soy sauce. The broccoli is perfectly cooked, it's bright green, and still a little bit crunchy. This meal will serve 4 people. It's crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. It's the right amount of spiciness, sweetness, saltiness. It's really perfect. I didn't put too much sauce in the broccoli because I don't want too much sauce in everything. Tofu has no flavor, so it is best to coat this with a good amount of sauce. The noodles can also use a decent amount of sauce. You don't have to worry about the tofu getting soggy quickly. It does stay crispy for a while. I hope you like this recipe and give it a try. Also, it's springtime here in New Jersey. I can't wait to get to gardening. If you want to see any gardening videos, how to grow flowers or vegetables, container gardening, how to start a basic garden, if you have any questions or would like to see those videos, just leave a comment below and I will do those videos. It's really relaxing and rewarding to grow something from seed, see all the different stages, and finally eat it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Here's just a little preview of things that I've grown in my garden. I probably have thousands of pictures and hundreds of hours of video.